The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat post-game show.
Heat win! Heat win! One of the most exciting preseason games you'll ever see, with the caveat that, yes, it's still only a preseason game. But that was a lot of fun. We were in the Heat Beat group chat talking about how boring the game was, how the Heat looked bored, how they just wanted to go home. It's game 4 of the preseason. They got 2 more left. The Charlotte Hornets are playing way too hard. It's really annoying. And lo and behold, not the second unit, not the third unit, the 16th unit comes in and provides a just shit ton of energy and spark and life, and becomes a really fun summer league game out of nowhere. Mario Steven's balling. Marcus Garrett is balling. Somebody named Javonte Smart is out here doing big things, step back threes and shit. Amazing win. And and then listen, let's not forget. Wait, what do we call him, Moose? What do we call him?
Who are we talking about?
Micah Potter.
Oh, the Wizarding World of Micah Potter.
Listen, it's Micah Potter's world.
How many different nicknames do I got? You gotta set me up.
And we're all just living in it. All right. Micah Potter was actually pretty damn amazing in the last 2 minutes. Blocked the shot from Charlotte and then blocked the alley-oop to finish the game off. Big offensive rebounds. Javonte Smart was amazing. Not a lot to take from this game overall, except the fact that the Heat are once again not going to like to play really fast, really young, really athletic teams. It looked like a chore for them after a while. They were just like, guys, why are you playing so? It's like when you're out there on the court, you're 30, 35 years old, just trying to get a good sweat in, and there's some young kids out there just going way too hard. Like, guys, we're at the JCC. Calm the fuck down. It's preseason. That's what it felt like tonight for the Miami Heat. But anyway, I am your host, Alphonse Sidney, a.k.a. Alf954. Welcome into the Miami Heat Beat post-game show. We like to call it Hangover Time. If you're watching the review on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. We get more views than subscribers. This shit is wild. You lazy son bitches, hit the subscribe button and like this shit or whatever y'all do on YouTube. And then comment and make weird comments about people. All right, take me out, Brass. I've said enough. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good. Before we start, I just kind of want to say something really quickly.
Go ahead.
Can I get that? All right.
Get the floor. The floor is yours.
Thank you. So I just want to say to everyone out there, today is National Coming Out Day. So if you came out, if you're thinking about coming out, if you're not coming out, if you're afraid to come out, we are here. We love you. We see you. And just keep it moving. Love yourself. Love others. That's all you got to do.
Yes, thank you for that. I wish I had known. I would have worn my. I see y'all. You got the Pride hat. Brass over here with the Pride shirt. Pride shirt from Siobhan. Me, Franky, and Moose just looking real.
I didn't know, but I am.
We are not looking like allies tonight. But
Moose came in hard with that Harry Potter joke, man.
Yeah, thank you, Moose, for the Harry Potter joke.
I am 0 for 2. Let's keep it
moving. Well, before we talk about this game, this is about as fun as a preseason game can get. I was really scared of overtime. I was like, oh, come on, don't do this to me. Come on, it's Monday night. I'm barely past the Sunday scaries. Do not have me up to 2:00 in the morning on no Monday night. But they did it. Javonte Smart. That goes to show you. Javonte Smart got the job done. But before we get into that, let's find out what is everybody drinking.
Do not check out Seymour.
No. Fan says someone. I'm gonna tell you something straight up. You ain't gonna find no homophobic or racist shit in my work emails, especially. Like, who out here sending homophobic shit and race shit in your work emails? That's a John Gruden reference. Hey, listen, on the Hotmail account, go wild, baby. You know what I'm saying? But the shit at ESPN.com, John Gruden, chill. Shit.
CC Disney.
CC Disney.
Yeah.
CC the mouse.
The worldwide leader.
Right.
Even though Walt would probably approve of a lot of that shit, but that's another story for another time. We might talk about that on LSO. Moose.
Or Stream Meet. Could go either way.
What was that, Moose?
Crossover.
Was
that your Mickey Mouse?
That was my Mickey Mouse. Uh-huh.
Do it again.
Yeah,
Do
no.
it again.
That's not bad.
What are you, Moose?
Oh boy! All right, so check it out. I'm drinking. This is preseason. We're still getting into it. I'm drinking Monkey Shoulder as always. Yeah, that's really all I'm doing on the rocks. Take me out.
Like it.
Okay.
I'm actually drinking English Harbor rum. It's the rum of Antigua, where I went on my honeymoon, and decided to wait for a special occasion to break it out. And it was game 4 of the preseason.
That Javante Smart layup really meant a lot to
Yeah,
you.
well, that's what being an alcoholic does. Every night's a special occasion.
It's always something to celebrate.
That is true.
Go ahead, Tiff. What you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking this. I'm picking up your Tito's out. So I got my Tito's and my lemonade. Shout out to what's his name? Michael Potter.
Potter.
The wizarding world of Micah Potter.
There you go.
Big fan of the
chosen
theme
one.
park.
Get that man a cape. Put him in the game.
Tiff.
Yeah.
You know, Tiff's email about Micah Potter looking like Myers Leonard is going to get her canceled. No,
I'm
Tiff.
black. I can't get canceled.
Ask Dave Chappelle.
And still is not. Keep going.
He never will be. We're going to talk about we're going to do light skin opinions on Wednesday, and we're going to go deep into the Dave Chappelle stuff because that's a whole nother story. Go ahead, Brass. What are you drinking tonight?
I didn't do anything too fancy tonight because I normally make my drinks like with 4 or 5 minutes to go in the game. And we're down by like 11 or 12 points. I'm like, fuck it. I mean, it is what. So I just poured myself some pineapple rum, which is very good. But hey, we won, baby. We can't lose.
A win's a win.
We literally can't lose.
4-0 in the
That's
preseason. By the way, D Sizzle 1990 says Antigua Alphas Antigua. The people of Antigua told me you don't say Antigua.
Well,
You say Antigua. So in your face, D Sizzle.
Damn.
And I got a
Americans
really good
always-
friend whose family's from Antigua. I didn't know people lived there. I thought it was just a
Americans
vacation
always
spot.
fucking shit up.
Yeah, Americans trying to tell you how to say my. Oh yeah, your name is Alphonse. It's Alphonse, motherfucker. Anyway, go ahead, Siobhan. What are you drinking tonight?
I have some strawberry lemonade, some ginger beer, and some Jack Daniel's rye.
Okay,
Triple
well, she
fisting.
is in regular
No, no.
season mode.
It's one drink. I don't even have a wine.
Nice and easy.
Don't even have a wine. Oh man. Someone says correct pronunciation, Alf. Thank you, Miami Heatian. Frankie, what are you drinking tonight? Do you have a real glass? First of all, are
I
you
do.
drinking wine in mugs this year?
No, this was last season's joke, man. I got glasses last season.
I'm
doing a
you broke 'em by
Cabernet.
that, lost them in the move.
I did break
Oh,
a
wow.
glass, not one of my wine glasses. We're doing a cab on a Monday, and a Heat win calls for a toast to no overtime. Shout out to the Miami
Oh,
Heat.
thank God, no overtime.
Salute,
Yeah,
my
I'll-
friends.
Definitely
We were going to sleep at on a hard 30.
Hard 30.
One time drip drop for the hard 30. Okay, I'm looking at the watch.
You should set your stove alarm.
Bad idea.
Wow.
All I gotta do is like that. Done.
Kevin Hart. Moose.
Yes.
Speaking of drip drop, Tyler Hero looked human for the first time this preseason. 7 points on 3 for 15, 0 for 7 from 3-point land. He only had 3 rebounds, 2 assists. League team worst minus 18. I'll hit you with the Duncan Robinson question from last time. Is this something to be alarmed about?
Cute.
Well, I could give you both sides of it, but I'm going to tell you something. I wore this shirt for a reason tonight, okay? Because tonight, nothing matters. Even the players didn't want to be there. We were talking about it in the chat. This felt like a preseason game. It felt like a Monday preseason game that they just were going through the motions, trying to get it over with. You didn't see any real energy, with the exception of maybe Kyle Lowry and Bam in the first quarter. But you didn't really see any of that energy or aggressiveness until the end of the bench guys came in and they had to play for their spot. Like, it's just, I'm not worried about what we saw from Tyler tonight. I think this was just one of those nights in the early the dog days of preseason where you just want to get through it. But I will say, just to put this out there, let's not forget that he's a shooter. Shooters sometimes have off nights, and especially if you're going to be coming off the bench where it's like a rhythm thing. This may happen at some point in the season. We may get nights like this along the way. Like let's just take it easy. It's one game in the preseason.
Tiff, same question for you. Duncan had a bad first half, came back, had a decent second half. He had a bad night the other night. He showed like what Moose is saying. You're going to get those ebbs and flows with shooters. Are you concerned about Hero's performance, or we're like, listen, he went 3 games leading the team basically in scoring, 20, 24, 25, 26 points every night. Is this just a blip, or are you concerned?
No, I think it's a blip. I'm also wondering what the minutes have been. Like how many minutes he's been playing.
He's leading the team in minutes.
So
Yeah.
there you go. That's the problem.
Right.
That was the problem tonight.
Yeah.
And he led the team in minutes again tonight.
Yeah. So,
At 27.
so realistically, in these next, how many games are left? 2?
2 more.
2.
He shouldn't see over 20 minutes. Like
Totally
realistically.
Bon, I think Jimmy's going to miss a lot of time this year because, listen, Jimmy's just getting older. You got to preserve him. Any little tweak, any little uncomfortability, whatever he's feeling like, you have to say, hey, sit down, take tonight off. The Heat are going to struggle if on those nights Tyler can't come through. So, does that give you any pause? Or you're just like, come on, man, we're overplaying one bad game.
Tyler not being able to produce there doesn't give me much cause or cause for concern. I think tonight was more of him just being, the most logged minutes on the team. He was still getting to the spots that he wanted to get to. He was still getting the looks. They weren't falling. I think as far as like he and Duncan are concerned, there is more space to be concerned about Duncan's level of play, or not even his level of play, but his production, and that all isn't on him. Then I feel worried about Tyler at this point.
Franky, I mean, Duncan, Tyler, because listen, we're going to talk about how fun those end of bench guys look. Some of these guys are not even on 2-way contracts. They're going to get hopefully they get signed to the Heat's G League. Unless another team poaches them. But, on a night like tonight, you're looking at Duncan and Tyler, who you think, let's see if they can step up a little bit with Jimmy out. And they were, it was a little uneven, the play. I mean, Duncan, I feel like he played well in the third quarter, but the play for the most part was uneven.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I agree with everybody saying that it's more of a blip than everything. But the only thing that concerns me is that Tyler kind of finds like these bad shooting games that Tyler falls into are like games where he's not being aggressive enough, like attacking the basket. These last 2 games, he shot a combined 3 free throws. The first 2 games, he shot 13 free throws. Like that's a big difference there. And just showing your aggression level. Don't fall in love with the jumper, kid. Get it. Be aggressive. You worked out all season boxing, so you can get to the line and you're a little stronger now. So get to the basket a little more. That's it. But that's part of growing and as a player and is just learning how to pick your spots more. And he'll be better. His shot selection isn't terrible. There was one towards I think it was the third, fourth quarter that he had that transition 3 that he falls in love with a 1-on-2 and he missed it and it came back, got a layup on the other end right away. Like those kind of things like he does do, but you take that and then you also have those games where against the Sixers where he hits a game winner in transition 3. So those are the kind of things you got with Tyler. You just got to learn to be a little more aggressive at times attacking. With Duncan, I'm not too concerned about him because we've seen how much attention he gets offensively. Even when he's not hitting shots, the defense is still keyed in on him. So he's learning, like Siobhan and Tiff have said ad nauseum about how much they wanted him to add more to his game. I definitely think a couple pull-up jumpers in mid-range and using the cuts and the give and go a lot more would be influential to the offense. But overall, I liked most of what I saw.
It's funny. We had a whole argument about that transition 3 in the group chat. Moose, go ahead. Tell me what you liked about the transition 3. Then I'm going to Tiff on the rebuttal.
Well, we're both going to give you our opinion right now. So
you and Melody.
Listen, I understand, because I know we're going to get into it. Like Alf was saying, this was a big topic of conversation in our chat. I'm with it because I understand Tyler's mentality, and he thinks that shot's always going to go. And you know what? Sometimes it does. And I don't want him to be hesitant. I don't want him to lose that like killer instinct to just always want to shoot, because whether the shot's going in or not, you want your shooter to be confident and shoot always. So yes, maybe not in that situation was it a great call, but it's not something that I'm also going to be telling him not to do. Like, I want him to stay aggressive at that point. I want him to shoot his shot when he feels it.
Tiff, we argued because I loved it. Like, I love it's 2-on-1. Nobody's running with you. Either you slow it up, because you know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of this team slowing shit up. He went in, he faked the drive, pulled back, got the defenders in the paint, wide open 3. Go ahead and take it. I don't care how cold. I want that mentality from Tyler this year, especially as your scoring spark off the bench. Like, shoot, man. Shoot it as much as you want to. Like, because if he's not scoring, you ain't seeing there's no Javonte Smart coming in to save the day in the regular season. Like, they need Tyler to go off, or it's going to be a problem on that bench.
Well, the idea is that also, like, him going off can also be making the play, which is not always making the shot. So a play like that is situational. If this was a real game and you're 0 for whatever from 3-point, and it takes a half a second for you to allow other players to fill the lane, you pull that back out. Like, it always isn't going to be shoot or shoot. Shooters shoot when they're supposed to. That's really what it is. But they don't tell you that part because nobody will buy the tickets. Like, that's a play where he should have pulled it out. You got a half a second to pull it out and let someone fill the lane. Or guess what? Technically, you shouldn't be trying to run with them anyway. Set it up in the half court. Because at that point, they were down what? It was either 3 or 6. They were making a run. Right, but you've got time to set it up in the half court. Especially when
if he makes that shot, it's so exciting.
But see, that's the whole
point. Momentum.
But that's the whole point. Where if we're playing the if,
and then he starts jumping up, and he starts doing this.
Exactly.
You go
for my house.
But see, it's cool because it's preseason.
And Moose is yelling, drip drop. I'm going drip drop.
Moose is like, no hard 30. We're going for an hour.
Let's go. Yeah, for real.
Siobhan, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Frankie.
Oh, sorry, man. No, but what I think Tiff is trying to say is, like, they were climbing back into that game, playing their pace. The whole game, every time the Hornets played their pace, up speed, and we've seen this for years. Anytime the other team wants to play up tempo, the Heat are gasping for air. Even though they're the best conditioned team.
Best conditioned old teams.
Exactly.
Hardest, nastiest.
We want to play, but we want to play 75 possessions a game. We don't want to play more than that. That's how good our conditioning goes. But they were climbing back into it, one possession at a time, half court. Tyler, that kind of thing is a veteran like play where you pull that back out, you let them fill the lanes, you run your offense. This is what got you back into it. It's not like Tyler was hitting that 3 or had any rhythm going. That's where he's got to recognize.
Tyler can't have no conscience, man. Like, come on, we need Tyler to be Steph Curry like.
But he's not.
I don't want him to be. The problem last year, we were asking him to be smart. I don't want him to be smart. I want him to be Tyler.
We're just asking him to be Tyler Hero.
I want him to be Tyler Hero bucket getter.
Yeah, instinct.
But listen, this season he has. I mean, this preseason, he's been working a lot on that mid-range game, like those floaters, and that's been looking good, like really good. So I think he is smarter. I think this was definitely a moment of cockiness. But if you're gonna suck, like, it's nice to see that the cockiness doesn't go and hide in a hole, because I think for a player like him, you look at the players on this team, there are a lot of there are seasoned, smart, complete players on this team, and I think he can be that cocky piece. I think that's
Yeah,
all right. And so
me, you just
and
need that.
the
There's a
fact that it is
difference.
the preseason.
But you have to couple your cocky with smart.
Yeah.
All
Or
right.
your
I
cocky
know.
has
Reach-
to make. Or your
Sim gonna
cocky
reach
gotta
to a
make
kill
some
me.
sense.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
I know.
Sean.
I mean,
he gotta
it
make
is like
some sense in the moment. He was like
Yeah.
2 for 9. Like, and
that's
I
when
get
you
if
shoot
he
it.
makes it, sure.
We
Yeah, but
get
then he
it.
makes
We
the
get the
crazy.
hurrah.
And
We
it's
get
over.
the everybody
But
standing
then you
up.
miss it, and they get a run out.
In
and
his
now
head,
that-
he's like, "Watch Tip forget my 0 for 7."
No, you absolutely want him to have that confidence to take that shot, but he's got to have the IQ and the herewithal to be like, I don't have it right now. My team's
Yeah, he's always got it.
back.
He needs to believe he's always got it.
But that's what happened last season. He thought he
We've
did,
seen
and we
Tim and
sucked last
Tyler.
season.
We've
No,
seen
his
Tim and
confidence
Tyler.
wasn't
I don't
as
ever
good.
want to
This
see
year
Tim
he's
and
got it.
I never want to see Tim and Tyler again. I don't want to keep harping on this too long because everyone's gonna say we're hating on Tyler Hero. When I'm out here like, shoot,
We're hating on
motherfucker,
Tyler
but-
Hero? My
Oh
time has
my
come,
Oh
God.
my
baby.
god, I'm out of here.
Could have had Lowry a year early. He had
Let
3
it-
good games, and all of a sudden, people like Moose are throwing fucking cereal.
I thought we
Like we're at Tootsie's, throwing cereal like they're $1 bills, 5s.
I was like, are they throwing cereal at Tootsie's? Like what fucking
He said throw it like
She say,
Kevin,
I'm here for your
that special
Lucky
night they are.
Charms.
Yeah.
like they're $1 bills, 5s.
that was
I don't know.
Boulevard
I've never been to a strip club. What do you throw? What do you?
That
Oh.
is the least
Take 'em out,
surprising thing
Brad.
you've
No,
ever
hold
said.
on, wait.
Brad.
I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a
Look at
reason.
my-
Get to it.
You live in Miami.
All right,
Okay,
we'll give you
I
one
wanna-
reason. Go.
I want to tease something.
That's it.
We got something. We got some cool stuff coming up. We have these.
Ooh.
We have these. I gotta. Hold on,
Oh
wait.
my.
That
Oh.
shit's
You know what I mean?
fire.
These baby. So Casey, the guy who does our emotes, we're working with him for some new drip, some real drip drop. You know, we got the front, we got the back. Look at this.
Damn
Look at the
shades.
quality of the stitching. We got some cool stuff coming. You know, we have some cool.
Well, that wasn't
No,
me.
it's better.
That wasn't me.
better on-
I mean,
better on
why are
me.
you trying to silence me?
That wasn't me.
Nah, G, that's fire.
We've been trying
Show it
for
one more
years.
time.
No, that's
that
cool.
was-
But show
I
that
like
shit up. That
I
shit
need
is
it again.
fire.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
let's
again.
sit back for a second. That shit is fire right there.
Let it sit.
Oh, look at that. Ooh.
He's eating the mic.
Turn it around. Turn it around.
I'm gonna be first
Okay,
team all defense.
all right.
Oh god. Oh no. That's cultural appropriation.
Oh, Jesus.
Stop, G.
Oh,
God
he's
damn
about
it.
to get.
Bryce, take him
He's
out,
about to get
Bryce.
canceled.
Take him
He's
out.
about to get.
What the fuck?
He had one job.
Jesus Christ.
But okay. But yeah. Before
No.
G gets
Am I gonna
It's all
get
your
canceled
fault,
harder
dude.
than
Stick to
Chappelle
the
for that?
script.
I mean, you might.
We hope.
Somewhere between Chappelle and Gruden.
But for real, that's coming soon to MiamiHeatBeat.com.
We got some different designs too. We're gonna have some really cool Heat designs. That's Casey Bannerman at Casey Bannerman on Twitter and Instagram. He does our emotes. So Alf with the cigar, Marcus Camby, Tyke, Deadman.
Am I gonna get a jersey with the cigar? Because that seems like a huge waste of money.
Could you imagine if we
Waste
just
of
get
money,
out?
waste of time.
Please, because I'm the only one that's gonna buy that, and I just don't do that. That
The
just
drop
seems
is
like
soon. Chat's asking when the drop is. The drop is soon. I just, we wanted to tease it. We're getting stuff ready. We want to release, a couple of the designs at once. Where Casey's working hard at it. We're gonna get that. He sent me this jersey to kind of.
Joey Highshower. That's fabric blackface.
He sent me a sample. Because wanted me to start kind of showing y'all in chat, what's going on. So we're really excited for that, man. We have lots of. Listen, this season is going to be great. Not only because the Heat are going to be really, really fucking good. We have so much cool shit planned for you, from all the stuff we're doing on stream to all the side stuff we're doing with artists and stuff.
All right, G, get out of here.
Thanks,
We got to
G.
get back to the show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good job.
You guys be on the lookout for that. No, that is some cool shit.
Yeah, that's good.
I've seen other designs. Y'all are going to love
Yeah.
those jerseys. I don't even wear jerseys because I have hairy shoulders. That's just an Andre Drummond thing.
We need
so-
we need a
lot
Mo
of good
Harkless
merch
and Tiff ripping his name off the jersey.
in 3D.
Yo, they already gave me a new nickname, Frankie.
What was it?
Oh yeah, you put it. I saw that. You put it in the chat.
Tiff
have a
Morris.
Tiff Morris. Oh no.
Oh no.
On that left Twix shit.
Listen,
Okay,
stop
so
it. He's coming on.
Before we go on,
Crazy.
I do want to call out some subs we got tonight. Marquis735, thank you for your tier 1 sub. JJock44 gave out 5 tier 1 subs.
Hey, Jack.
And I Can Be Your Hero has resubscribed. So
There you go.
good for
yeah,
you.
Christian,
One
member
time
better
of
be
the
subs.
subscribed.
There you go.
Yeah,
Hit
so
'em
thank
one
you
time.
all for your support. Yeah, hit him, Moose.
No, Brass, why don't you do it with me since you're an official hottie?
Oh, you are a hottie winner.
I feel I'm suped to get
question
paid for it now that I'm
the
like an
results.
award winner and shit.
Oh,
but
you know what?
all
Fuck
right.
you. I'm gonna hit him one time with a drip drop. Just trying to be nice. and
Okay,
inclusive.
Bond. One
Oh,
thing,
mother-
and
What's up?
I asked this in the private chat. Do you have a breakdown tonight?
Yes.
Okay, so before you go to the breakdown, because Tiffany said one thing about heroes shouldn't be trying to run with Charlotte, which now that's one thing I kind of do agree with because they're athletic and fast as fuck. And I know you were watching their last preseason game and you were just marveling at how they don't really run an offense. It's just a bunch of athletic motherfuckers just doing this all day
That's
long.
all it is.
Over.
It's the most like young dude offense I've ever seen. It's just like, getting in and trying to just kick it. It was like, it's really upsetting to watch. It's
Bond,
just
that's
speed.
not what you said. What did you tweet?
No,
What did I tweet? I don't know. I tweet a lot.
she didn't say young man.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did say
Yeah. No.
Trying to, it's there. The tweet's still there.
She said it's the most young nigga offense she ever
It
seen in
is.
her
It
life.
really is.
And that
Like,
has a
it's
lot to
about-
do with
Do him.
Plumlee and Gordon Hayward being out of the lineup. They're gonna
That's
come back and be like, hey, what is
Boy.
it? Hold your horses.
Gordon's like, we need 5 passes before we can shoot the ball, guys.
Settle down there, pal.
Everyone must touch the ball.
Everybody's got to touch the ball. Hey, cut to the basket, guys, after you
How many
pass.
times has Gordon Hayward called LaMelo Chief? Hey, slow down there, Chief.
Hey, sports, set a pick.
This is the NBA, not the fucking rucker.
He's like, I'm not calling a grown man LaMelo. What's your real name?
Yeah, what's your real name? Come on. Lamont?
Lawrence.
Let's go to Bond breakdown.
Oh, hold up. Let me break it down so it can forever and consistently be broke.
I'm over here thinking about Lamont Ball.
He's so much worse.
That's the fourth brother we don't know about.
Oh, he got an afro and short shorts.
It's LeVar in a wig.
Chuck Taylor.
So we got 2 defense to start, 2 offense on
Lamont
the
got
backside.
2 knee braces.
Oh, he's still going. Okay.
2 defense, 2 offense to start. The first one, go ahead, Bryce. This entire possession was really good defense. Kyle fought over, is going to come back, fight over again. They switched well. Bam switched. And so they, in one possession, they were able to utilize fighting over the screen, getting a top cleanly and knowing that they're still able and capable of switching. But you don't complete a possession until you get the rebound. And then that's what happened with that. But the defense itself was nice to see. Go to the next one. Here, pause. So, can you bring it back? LaMelo's going to come off of what is not really a screen. And then PJ, pause. PJ should be looking to take at least a step to his right, because even if PJ dives to this, Bam is right there, Caleb is right there, Duncan is in close enough proximity to at least dig. If he stops and wants to open up and put Kyle on his back, Kyle is still there. That's still a defensive presence. Like Pete, whoever, I don't know if this PJ Washington or not, I think it is. Whoever this is about to dive to the basket is pretty accounted for. But because PJ doesn't step up a bit sooner, he allows LaMelo go ahead to get deep enough to just kind of, like be in the way. Go ahead, Prince. What was this? Okay. This was one of the early plays in the game. Pause. That's got to be a kick to Caleb. It has to be. I don't know if this was something predetermined or, is the first option of that play. But Bam's smart enough, he can make that pass. That's a good read. Caleb just takes, a jog more over. Duncan can pretend like he wants to sack that basket. He doesn't even need to. That's a skip. And then, I don't know if Caleb is confident in that shot, but he needs to. These are looks that, will help him, I guess, stay on the floor a little bit longer. And then the last one. So we've been talking a lot about Duncan and his shot diet and what it is now versus what it was last season, and whether or not the offense needs to still be run through him the way that it was. And then if so, what does that do to the rest of the offense?
No, the answer is no. It doesn't.
The answer is absolutely no. But here he won't get away from those high DHOs flying around the horns type options. So go ahead. When he sets up to come off of this screen, he should pause. I think Kyle should have gotten closer. He could have faded. It would have been a little bit of a tight step, but I think Duncan could have found his way into that corner. I know this was a rush shot. He didn't have the ball in his hands, but that is the motion that he's gotten so comfortable with, that type of handoff, that type of, coming around the horn. I think that they and he need to collectively kind of do a better job, me personally, at getting him some different looks. You can take me out. And I think that would help with at least his production. And he and Tyler should not be seeing too much time on the floor together. That was their issue last season when Spo staggered them last season. They both looked better. They take too much airspace away from each other. Yeah. They want to score in ways that are antithetical to the other. That's it.
I kind of like those two with Strus. One, you stagger Strus with one of those guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't like Tyler and Duncan as much together. But if you put Tyler and Strus or Strus and Duncan together, because Strus does other things. Eric Reed called Strus a carbon copy of Duncan tonight.
Yes,
no,
and I'm like,
that's racist.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's super racist.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what? Like honestly, if even the way they shoot, the shots they take, how they take them, when they take them, two completely different guys. And it's just like because they're both white, we're just gonna keep saying that Strus and Duncan are the same player, which is wild to me. Franky, you had a play you wanted to break down, right?
Yeah.
You got that, Brass? Are you gonna just use Siobhan's music for Franky?
Appropriated.
That's all I got.
Right?
Wow.
Here, tell you what. No, actually, you know what? You're right. That's wrong.
Keep the music off.
Let's
cut the mic, Brass. Cut the mic. There we go.
Something different.
This fits the offense, the possession so much better. So we looked at over here. This is the all bench lineup. Pause it right here, Brass. We got Tyler, Markeith is that little blur right in the middle. That's Gabe, Max, and Dedmon. Here, Gianni mentioned last time. He's mentioned a lot recently. Gianni, when he finds a point, he just likes to harp on it, and that he really doesn't like the Markeith and Dedmon minutes together. And this is a big reason why. Go ahead.
Oh my God!
Look at this post up right here. I like the idea. But pause it right here. You already had three guys inside right here. The guy on the weak side can step all the way in because Markeith's not making that skip pass. Then we have Gabe cutting in the middle, bringing another defender's body there. And then instead of clearing out that side, stop. I'm not doing that. I was doing the breakdowns last season in the playoffs, in the finals before anybody was on EP. Come on, you guys are new. You guys are new. But here's what I don't like. Dedmon's creeping over too much. Play, Brass. He's creeping over too much, and now you're bringing a guy over. Now Markeith has no way to go, and this is the problem with running that kind of play so early and no action on the weak side. Fast forward, Brass, towards.
Well, I'm just
pause right here
again. Yep.
Go ahead. That's fine. Pause right here. This is what's Spo. This little fake screen and rub by Tyler and Gabe doesn't do anything because they're not hitting each other. They're not doing anything. Ideally, you'd like Dedmon higher up to screen the shooters, cause some action, cause some confusion, and free up that weak side for Markeith. So if he wants to go inside, he's got a lane. He would do this shit with LeBron, but he doesn't do it for fucking Markeith Morris, who is a penny worth of the fucking player LeBron is. This is my frustrations with Spo and his concepts. Go ahead.
I mean, Markieff could try to catch the ball closer to the paint. Also.
Yes, he has them.
Just a little bit, right?
No,
Just a
that's
little
true. That's true. But that was a pure isolation play from the get, and that's my problem.
It was. But I'm saying it's even his like ability to post up just kind of seems a little off.
Yeah.
Like, why are you so far away?
Because he's not very good.
But you don't have to be good to not get pushed 6 feet away from where you should be. Did you see
by Cody Martin? I mean,
the high low that they should have had? Keith caught it at the elbow, and like if he would have paused a half a second longer, Dedmon had his dude pinned and turned to the inside. They have to find some chemistry if that's something that they want to do.
And that's
I missed the first quarter. I came in like with 8 minutes left in the second. And all I heard was Crotty just talking about the connection between Markieff Morris and Dwayne Dedmon, who just proceeded to throw some of the worst lobs to each other for the rest. I mean, talk about inside passing. I don't know what these motherfuckers was doing. They was out here. They was playing their own game. It was a whole different game. It wasn't basketball. I'm not sure what they were doing. But these two was out here just I mean, Markieff threw a lob to Dedmon that hit off the top of the backboard. I'm like, you know that man got bad feet. How we gonna jump that high? I mean, come on. Which brings us to Dedmon's garage. Transition.
My favorite though, that old black man that work on everybody's car in the black neighborhood. You know, you need a little carburetor fix or something. You go to him, he be talking to you whole time with his just hanging off his lip. What you got there now? What you got a lemon? Yeah, bring that back around here about 4 o'clock. There ain't no goddamn problem. I put a carburetor on there for you. I used to work out the plant 15 goddamn years. I put a carburetor on there for you. Nigga, just bring me back a pair. Boy, you know what, boy? You look like your goddamn daddy. You don't look like you leave.
Schmeathan says now Dedmon got to see his podiatrist in the morning.
They share the same one. I told you Markieff was gathering up the court a couple games ago.
Markieff and Dedmon having old school conversations on the sideline. They're talking about 80s hip hop, malt liquor. Go ahead, Brass. Wait, that was great.
So this is the second, like as soon as Franky's play ended, this is what happened. Just so you know.
Here we go. Look at Dwayne Dedmon running the floor. Gout be damned. All right. Oh, you want to drive? Get that shit out of here.
Yeah.
You see that? Look at his face. Look at his face. Young man, don't you ever play with me like that again.
Had to tell you.
I'm tired of this shit. Go
I told you I get you that 5 when I get it to you.
Get that shit the fuck out of here.
Don't play with me. Play with your friends.
Right. You think I'm one of your little
I ain't one of
friends.
your little friends, bro.
Right.
Get that monkey shit the
That's
fuck
Mr.
out of here.
Dedmon, motherfucker.
That other one he had. The other one he had.
I mean-
was super clean. That they called him. That shit was nasty.
Yeah, but the thing is, like that was a foul, Alf.
It was?
It's okay.